Be young.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo, 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 yo. Yo, 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 yo. What's up? What's up? You got it, you know I get it. You win it, you know I fit it. I speak it, you know it's written. You talking but never listen. Yo, 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 yo. What's up?
Welcome back.
Gosh.
Hey, you do it. You're good at it.
You gotta introduce our guest.
This is Darnisha and this is Alana. What's up?
Hello, people. This is episode 7. It's been a minute. We've been busy folks out here in these streets. Valentine's Day, Black History Month stuff.
Hey.
So, guess you just want to talk about what you guys do here, or say a little bit about yourself,
Alright, Darnisha, you can start.
Okay.
just so the people can know you.
My name is Darnisha Graves. I am a social work major, junior, and I am the secretary of Black Student Association.
Alright, my name's Alana. I'm the president of Black Student Association. I am a psychology and Spanish major. Haha. And yeah, that's what I do on this campus. Oh, I am an RA too. Look at that. That is good.
So, we're going to get into our first topic. We're just going to talk about Black History Month. Really, we're going to talk about on this campus specifically.
Y'all, it's exhausting.
And what we feel like we could do better. They, as in the students and the administration, can do better. So yeah. So you can start us off. If you have any thoughts.
So, this month with all of the like Instagram posts, that's been super exhausting. I mean, it's been beneficial for me because like obviously I didn't know some of the stuff that we posted, but just educating people is exhausting. So even myself, I found that I need to educate myself better, but like trying to educate other people that don't even know anything about Black history is just ridiculous. All month long. All month long. And it's a short month, so it's not
The shortest.
exactly. I mean, for me, Black history is all my life. That's something I need to constantly be learning, but boy, it's a struggle. Yeah.
Emily, do you have any thoughts about Black History Month on campus?
I feel like people aren't really talking about it very much. Other than like the posts in Decker, like there's more stuff in Decker than any other building.
That's very true.
Like there's nothing in any of the buildings actually. Except in the library. I noticed something in the library.
And Hartown, but barely anybody looks at that. So.
In Harton, there's. I have a class in there, I haven't noticed, but.
The head librarian is like super cool, and she's like pretty woke, I believe, and I think she's one of the people on MLK Day
Janet.
committee. Yeah, she's pretty cool.
That's my mom.
So she, she pushes the envelope of Black history. But as like an administration, like I feel like it's quite embarrassing, honestly, sometimes to come here. I feel like we don't even try. I feel like that. But because I just feel like in other schools they just do a lot, and it's like
Very true.
just something small like social media. Like we post so much stuff about come to AU and do all this stuff, but we don't want to post stuff for Black History Month. It's just stuff like that. It just really gets under my skin. And like we say that we're not competing with bigger schools, but in reality we really are, because we have to get these certain kids away from bigger schools because it's cheaper. Like we're trying to build a message to saying that this school is inclusive and you learn here and whatnot.
Yeah.
But I feel like we just do a poor job, especially during this month. Like this is back-to-back years where I just felt like there has been no effort by everybody up from top to bottom. It's really only been people in the CRC, and even in the CRC, it's really only been BSA.
And I think that's why I'm saying it's so like tiring, because I'm a student.
Mm-hmm.
I have 2 leadership positions. I can't, like, there needs to be a collaboration of things. It's not just on, one, the African American community within this institution, but it should be the professors. It should be President Pistol himself. It should be, like, different departments in, you know, this institution. If y'all can decorate a Christmas tree for Christmas, y'all could do something for Black History Month.
Exactly.
So,
It shows where your values lie, like the campus values, because
Absolutely.
obviously they don't value it that much, which is sad because we're a Christian campus, so they should be showing value to all people.
exactly. And one thing that they promote is, oh, we need to get more, or one thing that they want to do is get more diversity. But when you have a lack of interest, or you have a lack of motivation to actually like learn about someone else's culture, that doesn't show that you want diversity on this campus.
Exactly.
And
Or
it doesn't draw people in.
right.
Exactly.
Or they'll post something and be like, we celebrate diversity.
Mm-hmm.
Blah blah blah. Come to the CRC
Mm-hmm.
XYZ, and then when people of color get here or international students get here, they're like, what was all that stuff that they were talking about? Because the social media looks beautiful, the website looks beautiful, it looks like everybody's having a good time, which is supposed to, you know. But when you really get in the depth of like the students and how they actually feel, a lot of students unfortunately feel tricked and feel like that we're not represented or even thought about sometimes, which is frustrating.
That's very true. I think this is the right word. If not, it is what it is. I just throw it out there. I think a lot of students feel ostracized in like this community because,
Come on now.
like, from what I've heard and the stories that I've heard, it's just like, even though there is a BSA, people still don't feel like they can connect within the community.
Yeah.
And it's not just on BSA's shoulder. And I think one thing that I've been frustrated with this year is like, now people aren't being involved in BSA, or people aren't like, just even around campus, throughout campus, people aren't getting involved, but it's because like they don't feel like they have a space here. And when someone doesn't feel like they have a space here, obviously they are gonna like stay in their room and feel secluded and do all these things and say that they don't have a home here. And so it's like getting at the root of that. So how can we combat, or how can we make everybody feel included? And that's crazy because we are always saying, oh, well, we have such a lovely community here, and oh, community. But there are so many people on this campus that feel like they don't have a place here.
How do you think that as, not necessarily just black people, but people of minority race, because it's really all of us, of minority race, and including homosexual people too.
LGBTQ.
Yeah. How do you feel that we push the envelope and we really try to make this campus an inclusive campus and a community like they portray? How do you think we do that?
Honestly, I feel like it has to start with the administration. And for the students to voice like, hey, this is how we feel, you guys need to listen to us. And there needs to be things that are put in place. I'm not for sure specifically how, but
Right.
administration has to care about what the students are feeling. If they don't, then
Yeah, it's their job.
yeah.
Emily?
That's what I was thinking. It comes from people in power, really, because like we have a say in a lot of stuff, but they have an ultimate say because, especially at a private institution.
Darnisha, what do you feel? What you feel, girl?
Okay, so I think, I mainly think out of everybody on this campus, I feel like African Americans are more separated than
Mhm.
anybody else. Cause
I agree.
we don't really know each other, and I feel like
Mm.
because we're so small, we should be the closest people. Like we should know who everybody is. We should hang out all the time, or we should at least be like cordial to one another. But there are so many black men and black women that I do not know on this campus, and I just feel like it's kind of sad. And I don't really know like what you can do. Like it's really up to them to make a decision if they want to branch out. Because I understand this is your freshman year. Everybody's away from home, so it's kind of hard to want to meet new people. But I feel like something should be done. Something should click in their mind to know that, okay, well, you're not the only one that's feeling like alone. Because we've all been through it.
That's very true. I think for me this year, at least in the last like a week or so, I've been really like contemplating on how I just like get out of my comfort zone just to say hi to people, because I have my like people,
Right.
and that's what I'm used to. And so now it's just I think a matter of me, especially the last few weeks of the semester, and then going into next year, making sure that I get out of my comfort zone to actually get to know people. Because if I don't do that, then I can't say that I was a part of the solution.
Right. I think one thing why we're so cliquey, which is a term that I think best fits us as a community. It's spread out because one, some students don't want to try. They just don't want to be. They don't want to jump into college experience. There's some students. They're super excited. They jump, head first. Like, let's do this. And then there's for example, some athletes who just don't want to do a whole lot of activities and stuff like that on campus, and they just want to stick to their sport, which is, to each his own. And then there's just students who only hang out with people in their major, and then there's just people who don't, or just antisocial in general. And you gotta bring it out of them. Like, you gotta go talk to them, like, hey, why don't you come to this?
Exactly.
Like, they want a personal invitation, and a personal invitation goes a mile. People like to feel like they're special,
Exactly.
even though it's been posted everywhere. But they like, okay, I actually might come just because you came here and talked to me for 2 seconds.
Exactly.
Also, well, part of that too is like you don't want to go to something without knowing someone there.
That is true.
So if you invite them, they're like, oh, then I can hang out with you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because that's how I wouldn't say that I go out and do things at
Yeah.
all. I don't really do clubs. I don't go to events unless I know someone's going that I can like be friends with, or if I'm like going for extra credit. That's different.
That is true.
Very true. Very true.
I don't know. I'm definitely more introverted. Like even track, I wouldn't have done track if Coach Stevens hadn't made me do track.
Boy,
But
that's
you
a lot of
ended up loving it.
I like it now,
Love it.
but at first I hated it. I thought about quitting a lot.
She pushed through.
I
Makes
think
you
everybody-
great.
Boy.
I just think that it starts with sending a message. Somebody's going to have to take the bullets to get the conversation started. For example, like the I Kissed a Girl whole shenanigan thing happened. They taken a lot of flack and taken a lot of bullets, but a conversation has been reignited and started again to see to make sure that people of everybody, black, white, LGBTQ, feel like they're part of this campus. And that's important. So if I gotta be the one to take them, I will. But this place place is a good place. It could be better than it really is.
I agree. I definitely agree.
So let's get to our next topic. Women's History Month is next month.
That's tomorrow.
I really didn't know that was a month.
When isn't it? March.
March.
I didn't even know it existed.
Yeah.
I was this a couple weeks ago.
What is it?
Women's
History Month.
But so
We're in a women in history class.
how do you
Oh, yeah.
how do y'all feel about women in history? Like, yeah, let's just start there.
I mean, you gotta narrow it down.
Okay.
There's a lot of different places. There's women all
How
over.
has women impacted your life as college students?
Are you asking who role models are for us,
Who has impacted your life? That's a woman. Yeah.
other than our parents?
It doesn't matter. That's messed up. You know, no women that's been like,
That's
well, I
not
could,
it. There's just like
is it too many?
more than 50% of the world's women. Like,
I said, who? Just like who?
Well, do I have to
Personally,
No, like,
personally,
in your
Okay,
personal
who has impacted? Like, I don't care if it's Beyonce because of her music. Like, who moves you? Who drives you?
who moves me?
That's
That's
a woman. Who has impacted your life, good, bad, any type of way?
Do I have to go first?
I'm just asking the question. Darnisha, do you have an answer?
So, one would be my mother, of course, because I really wouldn't be here without her.
Amen.
Hallelujah.
She pushed me out, so it was pretty early too. Like, I was a preemie, so it was pretty early. But anyway, she pushed me out. So my mother would be one. My first lady at my church would be another.
Okay.
Why?
I don't know. She's like the second. I don't know. I guess it's the Detroit in her. She's like very honest. And she's, I don't know. She's another role model of a woman I would like to become. Another, I have a lot. Okay, I have a lot of family. So I'll probably say every single woman in my family because it's a lot. So yeah.
I think, I'm not gonna say I can speak for everybody, but my mom definitely is one. A lot of women in my family just have come from hard times and they know strength. And yeah, so I think I come from a family full of women who are very strong, very outspoken. But I love seeing like strong women in the media. Strong black women in the media.
Yes.
And there are a plethora of people that I can name off. Artists such as like Nina Simone and like Mary J. Blige and Beyonce. I mean, that woman, boy, stacked. But just to know that like where we've come from, and then like to know that where we can be is like even a possibility. I think that speaks volumes of where women have come from and where they're progressing towards, if that makes sense. So
I love women. Women should be, women are like, just like jewels, you know. It's just my opinion. But
So
obviously,
we're fragile? No, I'm just kidding.
some jewels are fragile, like diamonds. Diamonds like the hardest thing. It's pretty on the outside, it's just like hard. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But like my mama, man, I shout out my mom every episode at the end, and I don't know, she's just a soldier. She's been through so much.
Did she watch me?
Hope so. Mama, if you're watching, hey. But she's been through so much. Just she's the youngest, and have both of her parents pass away before the age of 40. It's rough on anybody. And mom passed when she was a little girl, and it's hard. And she's like pushed through and she's living with lupus right now. She's a strong woman, and to raise 3 kids and be pregnant with one in college and still graduate, and now all 3 of her kids, 3 out of 4, one of her children passed away. To go to college and just be successful is just amazing.
Amen.
And yeah, and my stepmom too, Mom B, she's amazing too, going through, she's been through a lot too. Don't want to tell her business out there because I don't know how she would feel about it. But I know my mom, she's my best friend, she's cool with it. Mom B been through a lot, and she has a 6-year-old right now, and she's been with my dad through his health problems and just make sure he's been all right. And yeah, so living and Emily, she's made me a better man. She has. We've grown. I've grown intellectually, spiritually, especially spiritually speaking. She's really made me closer to God.
Force me to go to church.
Because while I'm here, while I was here, I wouldn't go to church because I would go to church every blue moon with Mr. Mike, but Emily really has been like, come to church with me, and I'm like, okay. So, in that aspect, and my grades have been better.
Oh yeah! How those women are special. Did you hear that? I'm sorry.
So yeah,
Women in my life? I don't want to, okay, my mom, of course, everyone said her mom so far. Probably, I would say any woman who has a position of power is a powerful woman.
Ms. Morris.
Michelle Obama, boy. I'm sorry.
I just want to
Yeah.
say Ms. Morris.
Like,
Michelle Obama too.
If you have a book,
Provost.
Okay, yeah, okay.
if you have a book, if you have a position of management, if you have anything with a title, that is more powerful than anything you could have asked for even 20, or not 20,
40, 50
okay, 40
years
years
ago.
ago. 40 years ago, even.
Yeah.
That wouldn't have been typical.
Yeah, and
I'm sorry.
Maybe not a
and I love, my sisters too. 3 strong sisters, black sisters, going in the world, all in college. One graduated.
A black woman that is
Black.
a huge role model of mine is one of my best friend's moms. She
Tyler's
was
mom?
like a mom to me, yes.
That's good. And she was a black woman, so what did she teach you that your mom couldn't have taught you growing up?
Nothing. But she's different than my mom, personality-wise. So she served a different role in my life than the relationship I have with my mom. Not that I don't have a good relationship with my mom, just
No, you do.
it's different.
She's your best friend. Oh, and my grandma. And this is my grandma.
Boy, my grandma be.
I love my grandma. I try to call my grandma every other week. If not, she'll hunt me down. And then my great grandma, who was married to a white man in the South, in Stellarton, Alabama, in the 50s, which was super uncommon. And she's a role model, and she had mulatto kids in the South, which is crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so she's my inspiration. But yeah, so shout out to them. Is there any shout outs you want to give? Anybody you want to say hey to?
Oh, hey mom. Hey dad. Shout out to my little sister Hannah. Be good, stay in school. Drive safe. Wear your seatbelt at all times. Be careful. Shout out to my grandfather, Aaron Daniels. I love you. Shout out to the CRC. Okay, I'm done. Shout out to Zena T.
She needs to be on it, man. I've been trying to talk to Zena, man. She
is too woke.
woke.
She is too woke.
Okay.
I'm done.
Darnisha? Anybody want to say anything too?
My mommy, my daddy, my sister. Shout out to you. Be good in school.
I like your family. Your family's cool people.
Black
Your
Student
dad is
Association.
Your dad is funny.
Oh, dang.
Shout out PSA.
Yeah.
Emily? You never give anybody a shout out. This
I
week you
don't.
feeling special?
No.
Okay, well, shout out to Emily's mom. If you're watching this, we love you. Shout out to my mom, Auntie Val, Lauren, Maddie, Donnie, Grandma, Grandma B, Bambi, Mama B.
Okay.
All the women in my life, this month is for you.
No, not yet.
Well, by the time they see this, it's gonna be March 1st. So, anyway, let's get a round of applause for BSA. Thanks for coming in. This has been episode 7